Good morning, José.
Olá.
Como está? Till which extent the locations of nests is biased by the observation of people? I don't know exactly from which source you get your data.
Okay.
I imagine that it's by the observation of people who is searching for or seeing nests, and I guess that every country localize their nests by the observation of people. Then, till which extent the maps we are constructing about the expansion of Vespa velutina are biased by the human observation. Thank you very much.
Yes. We receive information from beekeepers, from general people, and we collect data in Portuguese official database. We also receive information from local municipalities because they fight the Vespa velutina. They have a proper database, but in some cases they do not register the information in the Portuguese database. So we receive information from 4 sources. What you say is a very interesting issue, because more than 75% of the nests are located near areas where people crosses, which could mean that we don't know about the nests in forested areas or in areas where usually people do not travel around. So we know about around 75,000 nests in Portugal, but in my opinion, we must have more than 100,000 nests, because a lot of nests in forested area are not noticed, and because the civil protection with the people in charge to destroy the nests just destroy the nests in urban or peri-urban areas. They don't destroy the nests in forested areas, which means they do not register the presence of those nests. So this could be biased because we don't know about the real situation in forested areas.
Thank you, José. Other questions? Yes, Peter.
Thank you, José. I'm interested if your map sort of allows you to identify prime locations to maybe halt or slow down the spread of Vespa velutina. So if you can, because obviously there's always a resource requirement in terms of dealing with particularly Vespa velutina. So if one can concentrate the available resource into a sort of a fringe area at the border, and based on what you know about how Vespa velutina spreads, whether you can already identify the most important areas to prevent the further spread of Vespa velutina.
Sorry.
Sorry. So my question is: do you think that you can, using your map, identify the most important locations where to invest the limited resources available?
Yes, because the first map was created in 2013, and then we analyzed the relationship between the nests since 2017 and this map. And 85% of the nests were located in high or very high suitability maps. Near here, we have a municipality that starts to install primary traps in the areas that we advise as the most suitable areas to be invaded by the Vespa velutina. and they start to install primary traps in February, March, and April, and monitoring those traps each one time a week. And they were able to reduce the presence of the wasps in more than 85% of the problem. So this map could be used to locate the primary traps and to monitoring eventual nests in area that usually are not used by people. So this map could be useful for that tasks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Peter and Jose. More questions? Two questions in the chat.
I cannot see the chat.
Yes, wait a moment.
Stephen Newman asks, do you have indication that mountains higher than 1,000 meters prevent the expansion of velutina?
Yes, we have been looking these areas very attentive, because we suggest these areas as suitable for transhumance or for installing apiaries in June after the first honey harvesting. And the last 5 years we have been monitoring these areas. We see some nests. We saw some nests. We noticed it and we talked about the area with beekeepers, and it was not a problem. The wasp, it was not a problem. It's possible to see some wasps. It's possible to locate rarely some nests, but it's not a hard problem till the moment. So it's a safe area, mainly above 800 meters. Above 900 meters is very safe.
So Alastair asks, what do you think about the potential to spread further down in the Algarve area? Is the land suitable? Expansion factors different from that expansion may be limited?
The Algarve area in Portugal, I will show you the area. I go to show the land cover map in order to support my comments. Algarve is located here. The problem was now at this latitude, because this area is very low populated. It's very dry and very hot. In natural condition, it will be hard for the wasps to travel from here to Algarve. However, because Algarve is the hottest area in Portugal, the environment conditions are very suitable for the wasps' development. So if we introduce accidentally the wasps in Algarve, it could be a very hard problem. We can see some travels from the Tejo River banks to inland Portugal. This area is also very dry and very low, occupied by trees, and this could be a barrier for natural expansion of the wasps. But as we know, the human beings are giving the rights for the wasps to travel from one area to another areas. So if we accidentally introduce the wasps in Algarve, it could be a very hard problem. At this moment, the situation is controlled, but we need to be attentive. I recommend to install primary traps in Algarve and also in Alentejo, all this area, in order to know about the eventual presence of the wasps.
Thank you, José. More questions to José? No more questions in the chat? So, thank you so much, José.
Thank you.